Hello, everyone. Thank you for your interest in our August course on equitable mobility and effective engagement. I am Mehri Mohebbi, UFTI Transportation Equity Lead. For this course, I will join two colleagues of mine who have years of experience in leading and designing equitable processes for transportation projects. From left to right, Joey Goldman will take the lead for the interactive exercise for the first session. Joy is the Vice President of Cairns and West. He's also the co-chair of TRB Committee on Accessible Transportation and Mobility. In the middle of the slide, you see the smiley face of Larry Schooler. Dr. Larry Schooler, who works at the UT Austin and also Cairns and West. He will take lead for the interactive exercises of the second session. Our group will introduce existing metrics and tools to measure our commitment to equity and show how to apply those tools in actual case studies as interactive exercise at the end of each session that we have. So this course includes 2 4-hour sessions. Our sessions are from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. We will have 30-minute lunch break, and also we will have 15-minute break during the interactive exercise, which will happen in breakout rooms. The first session of this course will focus on different aspects of equity in transportation. I will look at ways to collaborate the community-based engagement, the community-based organizations, local media, community leaders, and how to assess obstacles to effective communication in every context. And as we all know, social context is very important piece of equity puzzle. So we need to know which criteria needs to be used to measure equity impacts of our project on each community, and how communities also can help us throughout the process. So for the first session, Joey Goldman, who is a leading figure in community engagement, will help us navigate ways to define meaningful engagement in different social environments. His team at Cairns and West have done a fantastic job elevating communities' voices and enhancing access for historically overburdened communities with social and health inequities. And in the second session, I will focus on engagement methods in transportation and how we can design an equitable engagement process from very early phases of transportation project. And Dr. Larry Schooler, whom you know from our intro webinars, will help you to understand what an equitable process is and develop a community engagement plan actually together. So the second interactive exercise, we will emphasize pandemic effects on transportation equity and how virtual engagement can help us to overcome such obstacle and in the long term become an essential part of engagement process, which is very, very crucial, having and knowing how to start an equitable process and design a virtual engagement in a way that meets the community's needs for people from all ages and abilities. So the core discussion in this course will be focused on community-based transportation recovery, manifestation of equity in transportation, digital divide as a lifelong barrier, equity implications of virtual community engagement, and also at the end, inclusive and equitable disaster response. So we will know at the end of this course about strategies to improve public engagement in different stages of transportation projects. We will know about public outreach tools to understand social context, encourage engagement, evaluate the process. And we will also know about different methods for virtual engagement and how those methods assist us to achieve equity goals of transportation projects. And we will also learn how to manage disaster in an inclusive and equitable way in the context of transportation through interactive exercise from the COVID-19 pandemic era. We will design and run a virtual engagement process addressing diverse groups of audiences' needs and concern. So just to provide you with an example, for one of our interactive exercise, participants will work in team to develop an engagement plan and design outreach activities for a specific challenge. And this challenge can be a proposed construction project, the opening of a new rail station, or redesign of a transit system. And by replicating real life examples of how communities respond to changes to transportation services or infrastructure, Each team will test how equitable their engagement approach may be. So participants will consult in demographic information, for example, local resources, and will have information about key stakeholder concern about the change that is going to happen. And some unexpected challenges may surface as teams balance their focus on equity while responding to advocacy organizations or community groups or political leaders. And at the end of this course, you will also explore where to find some additional sources to improve your skill in addressing equity in different aspects of transportation planning. And we will provide you with a list of over 20 notable practices from across the country, examples that show you how to incorporate equity into daily practices. So with that said, we are eagerly looking forward to emailing you in August for Equitable Mobility and Effective Engagement course. And if you have any question, suggestion, or comments about the course, please feel free to contact me using the email address provided in this slide. Thank you for being with us. See you very soon. Bye.